Hello and welcome to Lunchtime News. I'm Madhushka Balasuriya. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. The pre-Chogam Foreign Ministers meeting to take place today. The police says that several roads will be closed intermittently today. China elected to the UN Human Rights Council for a 3-year term. And now moving into those stories in more detail. The Commonwealth Business Forum is underway in Colombo for the second day today. Sri Lanka as a 21st century business destination was one of the many topics that were discussed today.
Minister of External Affairs Professor G.L. Peiris, Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva and Australian businessman James Packer were among the gathering at today's Business Forum. Over 1,000 delegates are taking part in the high-profile Commonwealth Business Forum, which will conclude tomorrow.
Delegates. Sri Lanka is now poised to take the international stage as one of the world's most unique and exciting global destinations. The government is wisely investing in its people, giving them the opportunity to participate in the emerging economy. The country's major infrastructure rollout is having an impact in all provinces and is being delivered successfully. For business, these improvements and Sri Lanka's natural strengths make the country an appealing place to do business in. As a company, we are excited and hopeful about the opportunity to invest here and thank the Board of Investment for the work they have undertaken to make Crown's project a possibility. Sri Lanka is a modern economy growing strongly with a very good government, with a very professional approach to business and to foreign investment.
Meanwhile, foreign ministers from several countries have been arriving in the island since last evening for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting and other sideline events. According to the Government Information Department, foreign ministers from Brunei, Jamaica, Kenya, Seychelles and Uganda arrived in the island yesterday. Foreign ministers of New Zealand, Cyprus, Malta and Australia are among those who have arrived in the island.
We now cross over to newsfirst Shamil Russell-Dean, who is at the Commonwealth Media Centre.
Today is day 2 of the Commonwealth Business Forum hosted by Sri Lanka in view of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting 2013. Now addressing the morning session this morning, James Packer, an Australian-based businessman and investor, speaking in the morning session, said that Sri Lanka is the greatest places for foreign investments. Now during the course of the day today, many foreign delegates, businessmen and investors are due to speak at the Business Forum during the course of the day. Now let me give you an overview as to what took place at the BMICH this morning. The Commonwealth Ministerial Action Group or CMAG meeting took place this morning. The content of this meeting has not been yet published to the media. Now, first, of course, we'll keep a close watch on the developments of that meeting.
Meanwhile, the Commonwealth People's Forum, which commenced on Sunday, concluded today in Hikkadua. News First Sonali Waninga Baduge reports.
Minister of State at the Foreign and Commonwealth, Hugo Swire, addressed the gathering. He made the closing address, and among other things, he urged the Sri Lankan government to commence investigations into disappearances and to ensure the freedom of speech, whilst commending the Sri Lankan government of ensuring the development in areas of infrastructure, resettlement of IDPs, the advances made in demining and, of course, the holding of the northern elections. The Minister of State at the Foreign and Commonwealth, Hugo Swire, also said that this Chogam is an opportunity for Sri Lanka to demonstrate where it has made progress and to demonstrate its commitment to Commonwealth values. Let me brief you on some of the events that took place in the morning. I did tell you earlier on that deliberations were made with regard to Commonwealth issues faced by the Commonwealth countries. Following these lengthy deliberations, the appointed reference group is to finalize the proposals which will be submitted to the Foreign Ministers' Roundtable discussion, which is due to be held on the 16th. This is Sonali Waninga Baduge for News First from Hikkadua.
Now, the pre-Chogam Foreign Ministers meeting will commence today in Colombo. The Commonwealth Media Centre informs that the meeting will be held from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Sirimawa Bandaranayake Memorial Hall. Meanwhile, the chairmanship of the Commonwealth Youth Council was awarded to Nigeria. The 9-member Executive Council of the Commonwealth Youth Council was elected yesterday at the Commonwealth Youth Forum, while 4 of the executive officers are Sri Lankan.
Elections for the Commonwealth Youth Council was held yesterday at the Commonwealth Youth Forum at the Magam Ruhunapura International Convention Centre in Hambantota. Voting took place via internet, while members from the African and European nations were afforded the opportunity to submit nominations for the post of chairperson, who will serve for 2 terms. According to the results issued yesterday, Nigeria's Ahmad Adamu was appointed as the chairperson of the Commonwealth Youth Council.
From Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka's Watsala Samarakon and Tarika Dilipani were elected to the Executive Council. Saddam Zarjahan and Mohammad Husni of Sri Lanka were elected as vice chairs of the council, and Sudarshana Lakshmi of India was appointed to overlook 3 sections coming under the purview of the vice chair. Kezia Filbert of Kenya, Harry James of Solomon Island and Roydan Behari of Grenada were also elected to the Commonwealth Youth Council. The members elected to the Commonwealth Youth Council spoke to News First.
This victory is really great, a turning point in the history of Commonwealth Youth, and we look forward to having a great 2 years ahead. And it's not going to be easy, like I said, but with the support of the Commonwealth Youth and the confidence we have, we will achieve what we want to achieve in this office.
I have been elected to the council and I will work towards protecting the youth who have been cornered by society.
I was elected to the Commonwealth Youth Council as the Vice Chairperson of Inclusion and Engagement. I'm very happy, and this is a huge responsibility given to me.
I have been elected to the Asian region of the council and I will work towards creating development in this region.
First of all, I would like to thank the Sri Lankan government and the Sri Lankan Youth Ministry to make a hard effort to make a successful Commonwealth Youth Forum in Hambantota.
This is really a special moment for all of us. Youth Council is being formed, and I really feel proud to represent India, because India having the largest youth population in the Commonwealth countries.
Now, the Prime Minister of Mauritius, Navin Ramgoolam, has decided not to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Colombo. The BBC reports that the Prime Minister had informed the Mauritius Parliament in this regard yesterday. The Premier had said that Foreign Minister Awin Boulel will be representing Mauritius at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Colombo. Meanwhile, the police say that the Colombo-Katunaik Expressway and many roads in Colombo will be closed intermittently to facilitate the movement of foreign representatives for CHOGM.
Heads of the states are scheduled to arrive in Sri Lanka this evening and tonight. So therefore the vehicle movements of the Colombo-Katunaik Expressway, Baseline Road, Bauddha Lokamawata, and from Bambalapitiya Junction to All Parliament Roundabout Gold Road will be restricted from 6:30 to 7 o'clock in the evening, 10:30 to 11 o'clock tonight, and 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the midnight. So therefore the road users should be use the alternative roads. And in addition to that, tomorrow also the vast number of heads of the states will be arriving. So therefore in the daytime and in the night also the route would be the vehicle movements of the route would be restricted time to time.
Now, moving into other local news, a cannabis field in the Balahuro Unakande area, which comes under the purview of the Thanamavila police, was raided by a special police team yesterday. The cannabis field was found following a raid that was conducted for 3 days. According to our correspondent, the field spans around 2 acres. Measures were taken to destroy the cannabis field. The police have launched investigations to apprehend the suspects who had fled the area. Now we move into a sports story that shows that sports sometimes is quite literally a matter of life and death. A British tourist holidaying in Mexico is lucky to be alive after he was attacked by a large crocodile while playing golf at a luxurious Cancun resort.
The 58-year-old Doggy Thompson from Scotland was chasing birdies and eagles at the Cancun golf course when the crocodile suddenly emerged from the thick shrubbery and chomped down on his leg. According to local media, the large reptile had attempted to drag the tourist back to the nearby swamp when his friends came to his rescue, hitting the crocodile and running it over in the club's golf cart until it eventually retreated. Thompson was treated at a local hospital in Cancun before being flown to Toronto for further medical treatment. Local media reported the British tourist will require some 200 stitches on his leg and waist.
Well, that's a wrap for the lunchtime news bulletin for today. I'm Madhushka Balasuriya. Be sure to tune into our 55 bulletins throughout the afternoon.
Hotline 0114